awesome idea.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with more Alex News.
You're watching LX News.
I want to talk to you about a pivotal point in your retirement well-being. It's called the retirement risk zone, and it's the final 10 years of your working life and the first 10 years of your retirement. If you're a baby boomer, you're probably in this zone now, and what you do will dictate the quality and direction of how you live out your retirement years. Nest egg balances within the retirement risk zone are typically the most vulnerable to market losses. Based on history, we all know that recovering market losses could take decades. Decades that many of us simply may not have. And this is why some analysts are urging baby boomers to move to safety. Owning gold and silver is wealth insurance. It can be your protection in the retirement risk zone. Call for a copy of Protection in the Risk Zone. Exploring your options is free, but doing nothing could cost you dearly.
If you've bought gold in the past or would like to learn more about why physical gold should be an important part of your portfolio, simply pick up the phone and call to receive the complete guide to buying gold, which will provide you important, never-seen-before facts and information you should know about making gold, silver, and platinum purchases.
U.S. Money Reserve can walk you through the 3 simple steps of transferring your existing 401k or IRA into a precious metals IRA backed by physical gold to further protect your assets from market instability. Pick up the phone and call U.S. Money Reserve, America's gold authority, right now to get your free gold kit and IRA information, including the 3 simple steps for transferring your existing 401k, 403b, and traditional IRA.
Pick up the phone and call America's gold authority, U.S. Money Reserve. With 2 decades in business, over $1 billion in transactions, and more than 500,000 clients worldwide, U.S. Money Reserve is one of the most dependable gold distributors in America.
You're watching LX News.
Then we want to proclaim that this is the blueprint going forward for any time, any officers, whether they be black or white, will be held accountable. No longer can you tell us we got to wait 6 months to a year, even though we got a video with evidence of the excessive force and the crime. No more can you tell us that anymore, because with these 5 black officers, you all moved it swiftly.
Passionate words there from civil rights attorney Ben Crump talking about the arrest of those 5 Memphis police officers accused of killing Tyree Nichols after a traffic stop earlier this month. I'm Joe Bethevera here with Nick Z. Thanks so much for watching LX News Now.
Protests are happening in Memphis, where the city's police department is expected to release the police body cam video showing the violent confrontation with Tyree Nichols. In the meantime, let's take a look at the timeline on how things actually unfolded, how we got here today. On January 7th, around 8:30 p.m., Memphis police say Nichols was stopped by officers on suspicion of reckless driving. In the initial statement, officers say that the confrontation occurred as they approached his vehicle and Nichols ran away. Police say a second confrontation then happened as officers caught up to Nichols and placed him in handcuffs, and an ambulance was eventually called after Nichols complained of a shortness of breath.
Yeah, Nichols was then taken to the hospital, and 3 days later, he died. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said that he had succumbed to his injuries. And then on January 15th, the Memphis Police Department announced that an internal administrative investigation was underway.
The next day, the Nichols families hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who then called for Memphis police to release body camera footage of the encounter. Again, we're waiting for that video to come out within the next hour, but on January 20th, the Memphis Police Department fired the 5 officers involved in the arrest, saying they violated department policies.
On January 23rd, the Nichols family was able to watch that body cam footage on their own in private from the night of the traffic stop, and lawyers of the family described it as disgusting, likening it to the 1991 video showing Rodney King being brutally beaten by LA police. One day later, on January 24th, an autopsy commissioned by the Nichols family found that Tyree had suffered extensive bleeding caused by a severe beating.
Then yesterday, January 26th, 5 fired officers were arrested and charged with second-degree murder, among other felony charges. Several officials who have watched the actions of the 5 officers are calling their behavior appalling.
What happened in Memphis is obviously tragic. I have seen the video myself, and I will tell you, I was appalled.